Imagine venturing deep into an uncharted wilderness, driven by a singular obsession to find a lost city that may or may not exist. Today we're diving into the story of Percy Fawcett, an explorer whose quest for an ancient Amazonian city became one of the greatest mysteries of the 20th century. What began as an adventure in the name of discovery ended in his disappearance, sparking questions that remain unanswered to this day. Percy Harrison Fawcett was born in 1867, and like many men of his time, he had an unquenchable thirst for exploration. Fawcett came from a family of adventurers and explorers. He was a skilled surveyor, cartographer, and member of the Royal Geographical Society. Early in his career, Fawcett spent time mapping parts of South America for the British government, learning much about the terrain, the flora, fauna, and importantly, the indigenous peoples who lived in these remote regions. Fawcett's fascination with the Amazon began during these expeditions. By the early 20th century, the Amazon rainforest was still largely unexplored by Europeans. Myths and legends about lost civilizations and treasures hidden deep within its vast, impenetrable jungles had circulated for centuries, and Fawcett became obsessed with one such story. In the early 1920s, Fawcett believed he had found evidence of a mysterious ancient city, which he referred to as. He theorized that this city predated known civilizations and was hidden somewhere in the Mato Grosso region of Brazil. To him, this was no myth. His conviction was based on old Portuguese documents, including one from 1753 that spoke of ruins deep in the jungle. His search for Z's consumed him. Fawcett embarked on several expeditions into the Amazon between 1906 and 1924. Each time he gathered more information and became even more convinced of the city's existence. However, Fawcett faced countless hardships. Thick vegetation, aggressive wildlife, and diseases like malaria and yellow fever were constant threats. But none of this seemed to deter him. In 1925, Fawcett launched his final and most famous expedition. This time he was determined to find the lost city. He set out with his eldest son, Jack Fawcett, and one of Jack's friends, Raleigh Rimmel. It was a small party. Fawcett had always believed that larger expeditions attracted unnecessary attention and caused friction with indigenous tribes. This, he thought, would be his advantage. But it also meant they were incredibly isolated. Before Fawcett left, he was confident. He sent a letter to his wife Nina saying, "We shall return." He told her not to worry if she didn't hear from him for a while. It could take months to get word out from the jungle. His last communication came in May of 1925 from a place known as Dead Horse Camp, named after an unfortunate incident involving one of his earlier expeditions. After leaving Dead Horse Camp, Fawcett, his son Jack, and Rimmel disappeared into the dense jungle. They were never seen or heard from again. The lack of information about their fate sparked immediate concern and curiosity. Rescue missions were sent, but they turned up nothing. No bodies, no traces of Fawcett, Jack, or Rimmel. The mystery had begun. The disappearance of Percy Fawcett became an international sensation. Over the next several decades, multiple rescue missions ventured into the Amazon to find him. Some searched for clues, while others sought to rescue Fawcett, believing he might still be alive, perhaps having integrated into a local tribe. But each mission ended in failure. In some cases, searchers never returned either, only deepening the mystery. Several theories about Fawcett's fate have emerged over the years. The most straightforward explanation is that he and his companions succumbed to the jungle's many dangers: disease, starvation, or attacks by hostile tribes. However, no conclusive evidence has ever been found to support this. Some believe that Fawcett may have encountered a previously unknown indigenous tribe and chosen to stay with them, or perhaps was held against his will. There are even reports that certain Amazonian tribes had seen a tall, white man living among them years after Fawcett's disappearance, though these accounts were never confirmed. Then there's the theory that Fawcett did, in fact, find what he was looking for: an ancient city. Some modern archaeologists believe that Fawcett's Z's may have been a real place, a civilization similar to the recently discovered complex urban societies in the Amazon, such as Cuhicugu, which was hidden under layers of jungle for centuries. Recent archaeological discoveries have revealed that the Amazon once supported large, sophisticated civilizations. So it's possible Fawcett was onto something, but he just didn't live to tell the tale. Percy Fawcett's story is not just about exploration, it's about obsession. His desire to find the lost city of Z's consumed him, driving him to take risks that ultimately led to his disappearance. To this day, we don't know what happened to him. Did he die deep in the Amazon, or did he uncover one of the greatest archaeological discoveries of all time? One thing is certain. Percy Fawcett's disappearance remains one of the most enduring mysteries in the history of exploration. His search for Z represents the eternal human quest for the unknown, the belief that somewhere out there, beyond the edge of what we know, lies something extraordinary waiting to be discovered. Maybe the mystery will never be solved, but perhaps that's the point. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more historical mysteries and adventures.